Let's talk top 5 winners. Vikings get a dub. Let's go. All right, welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I'm Onebar with Lupagus, and the Vikings are victorious. We're talking top 5 winners in that dubski. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
The Vikings are winners, finally getting on the a tally in the win column. They're 1-3 now. We're talking about the 5 winners from this game. We're going to start, though. We have an honorable mention. Alexander Madison. He ran his ass off tonight. 17 carries, 95 yards. Ran hard, ran violent. Loved everything Alexander Madison showed, and he protected the football.
Yeah, Madison played fantastic, and we just at least got to mention him because he played good. But we got 5 other guys that we feel played a little bit better before we get into that. Make sure hit that sub button. We're almost at 10K. If you're excited about this Vikings game, hit the like button, hit the sub.
And if you're going to sub, do it from the reach around and do it that way.
Do it the reach around, get fancy. Let's start off with, let's start on the offensive side of the ball. Let's go, JJ, and make him pay. Justin freaking Jefferson, 2 scores, 86 yards?
85 yards. Then you can be impressed about his 6 receptions for 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. But what's more impressive to me is his toughness. The dude gets shot. I mean, it takes a freaking shot right to the solar plexus. He's down, bent over. Everybody's like, oh my God, he's hurt. Great. Our season's over. He goes out for one play, comes back. This is 2 weeks in a row now. This dude has shown his toughness. This is why he's the best in the game. Not only is he uncoverable, he's tough as hell. He fights for yards. He does all the little things. He'll block. He'll do whatever it takes to win a game. He showed again today. Justin Jefferson, you are such a stud.
Can you imagine this team without Justin Jefferson? Because even if I try to, it makes me very, very sad. Best receiver in the game. When he only has 86 yards and you think that he's just had a kind of a average to below average game, that says something. The man is a beast. The man is fantastic, and I cannot wait to see what he does for future years when he gets that big old contract.
Oh, God. So good. So good.
God. All right, so
team.
That's the only offensive player. All right, moving on. Defense. Let's go to the defense side of the ball. Let's go with the man that runs that defense, Brian Flores, throwing the kitchen sink at this rookie quarterback, and our defense looked effing good.
Yeah, I think this is finally the Brian Flores defense we've been expecting to see all season. We finally see it unraveled, unleashed today, and he confused the young quarterback, rookie quarterback. I mean, he didn't know what the hell, where pressure was coming from at times. And as the game wore on, I felt more confident watching the defense than I did the offense, and that just is a huge kudos to Brian Flores.
Hell yeah. I mean, obviously, we're going to still talk about some of these other guys that are on the list, but the Davenport was out there. Josh Metellus, who's not on the list, but he's just used. I mean, he's flying all over the place. I said in the post game, he's like a missile. He's making some plays, he's missing on some, but they're putting these guys in positions to make huge, splashy plays, and it is fun as hell to watch. Brian Flores played his nuts off.
He schemed his nuts off.
Coached his nuts off, I should say.
You're right.
So it all starts with Brian Flores. You know what was awesome was that towards the end of the game where Harrison Smith had that big play and he just grabbed them and they were just like had that moment. I wish somehow, some way I could have been part of that little group there and get in there.
He said, I can't quit you.
I can't quit you. I can't quit you. So Brian Flores, wonderful, wonderful game.
Yeah,
let's stay on the defensive side of the ball. Let's go with the easy one. Hitman, the old man River, 3 sacks, forced fumble that DJ Wanham scooped up, scored. The dude looked like he was 27, 26.
His stat line is insane. 14 tackles, 3 sacks, 2 tackles for a loss, 3 quarterback hits. Are you kidding me? It's insane. Harrison Smith, like you said, he looks like he just was back to 25-year-old Harrison Smith. Can play his game-sealing sack to finish this thing off. This is why you bring him back at his age for one more year. Maybe, who knows? Maybe it's 2 more. Maybe it's 3 more. I don't care. The dude looked rejuvenated today. This was vintage Harrison Smith, and I enjoyed every second of it.
I keep checking my phone to see if they've signed him to a 10-year contract because the way he played today, he's been drinking out of that fountain of youth. He looks I mean, he's going to go down as one of the best Vikings ever. And just to see this guy still playing at a high level, like you see these guys that play maybe a year or 2 later than they should. It's like, oh, man, he should have retired.
Yeah.
Man, dude is still one of the best in the league.
Yeah, and it showed
3
today. It
sacks.
showed today.
He's a
Oh, so good.
safety. He's a
So,
safety.
so good.
Somebody, I would love to see the last time a safety had 3 sacks for the Vikings. I mean, has it
It
ever
felt like
happened?
watching this game. He was living in the line of scrimmage, though. He was always up there. Almost every other play, it seemed like he was right up
Living
there.
the dream. That's what he was doing. So Hitman was easy. Let's go to somebody you already mentioned. Let's go to DJ Wanham, who got that touchdown. But take that touchdown away, still play it awesome.
6 tackles, a sack, tackle for a loss, the pass deflected, and then the touchdown. He's actually had a really good year. DJ Wanham, kind of guy we were like, is he going to get traded? Are they going to move on from him? Just go to Andre Carter? No, he's played damn well this season, and it really cashed out today. Again, picking up that ball. We've needed a big play on defense to swing these things. He scores on that thing. Beautiful hit, block by Jordan Hicks on that play. But DJ Wanham, he's been good all year, and today he really cashed in.
Yeah, he's the other guy that was in the backfield quite a bit. You always see 98 back there. Yeah. And while he might have made the play, he was in the mix. And really his snap count is a lot higher than I would have thought through the first 4 games. He's been out there hot and heavy. I know Davenport wasn't out there for those first couple of games, but even when he was, I mean, we're seeing a ton of 98, and he deserves it. He should be out there.
He looks good. I mean, to the point where I want the Vikings to re-sign him.
Well, you know what? Davenport 1-year deal, Hunter gone, Wanham coming back. If you would have told me this in the offseason, I would have said you're nuts, but anything is possible.
He looks good. He looks good.
All right, let's go to the last one. Again, another guy we've mentioned a bunch, Marcus, number 0, freaking Davenport.
A guy we were not overly kind to. We were saying, like, hey, does he even like football? He's over there in his locker kind of joking about his injury, but when he was on the field, even early in this game, like you felt the defense was better when 0 was out there, and then he started making plays late. I really think he was the catalyst to let Harrison Smith have this big game. Constant pressure. His stat line does not do justice to the impact he had in this game. I think Marcus Davenport was fantastic today, and I hope he can keep on doing this and keep on playing because the impact on his defense was huge.
We should have done a drinking game for this episode. Every time you say catalyst, somebody has to drink.
Was the catalyst today. I think he really was.
Everybody was a catalyst. You know what? The best part about him, dude's a monster. He's huge. Yeah. He is huge, and he's athletic. And he's just putting it together. And I love the fact that he got a sack. All the jokes about, number 0, it's number sacks he's going to have. Suck it. He got a sack, and he looked good. And just like Wanham, he was in a bunch of plays. I mean, the fact that he only ended up with 1 sack was
I was surprised. I thought he had 2 or 3.
Yeah, he was causing some serious ruckus, and he was the catalyst of this game.
The defense was better when he was out there.
Hell yeah. And you know what? I hope that ankle is tip-top. They say it's like from an injury from a couple of years ago. Even if it's not tip-top, keep getting his ass out there because he is a monster. Marcus Davenport making Quasey look good.
I didn't expect him to have the impact on this game that he did. I was writing him off, and it was huge. It was huge.
And everybody, gives Quasey a lot of shit for some of these things that aren't panning out. And Marcus Davenport wasn't out there for the first. I mean, I know he was out there for a little bit for the first game, but he hasn't played much. And everyone's like, oh, another shitty signing. When he's out there, he's playing. And that's why we signed him. So hopefully he stays healthy because he can play.
Yeah. So that is it. Those are our winners. The Vikings are 1-3. We finally get a win this season. It feels so damn good. Let us know in the comments who your winners are. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree? Let us know who you feel the catalyst was. And remember this, men can lactate from their nipples, but it's usually due to stress.